doodling his way to success.
It was a fun project which turned to what it is right now. I never really thought that I would have a massive audience, that my work would be appreciated by so many people.
He's making heads turn with exemplary art.
I mean, this was not existing back in time. People used to struggle a lot just to have like a handful of people look at their work and see what they were doing.
NewsX influencer A-list proudly recognizes Samar Khan for influence in doodle art. Hello and welcome. You're joining us on NewsX Influencer A-list. With us today is yet another art influencer. Now, on Instagram, he is known as Metro Doodle, but he is Samar Khan, and Samar is a software engineer by profession, but he does doodles on the internet. Firstly, thank you so much, Samar, for being with us on NewsX Influencer A-list, and we're so glad to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here.
All right, Samar, you're a software engineer by profession, right? You've studied to be one, and you were just telling us about your journey. What is it like, to be a software engineer by profession, but take up a completely whole new different, passion as your profession? What is that like?
I mean, it's a little unusual, but it's great. I'll tell you why. Because when I was a kid, I was like, I've been always into creating stuff and experimenting with different types of medias, coming up with different things that I love creating. But I never really took it seriously. I never really thought that I want to become a creator, because artists back in time wasn't that, I won't say respected, but there were not a lot of opportunity for artists as such. And since I was also good at studies, I used to top in science and stuff. So I knew that I want to become an engineer or a scientist or something, in a science profession. So, but eventually things, took a turn on me, and so this was a fun project which turned to what it is right now. I never really thought that I would have a massive audience, that my work would be appreciated by so many people. So seeing that happen with time really had me take this seriously and just use this opportunity that I got to do something that I really enjoy. So yeah, that's been the journey so far.
So Samar, tell me something, very interesting that you said that earlier on, when we were children, artists did not have as much of a voice or as much of a space, right? Do you think that digital media has kind of changed that? Because for you also, you were just telling us that you drew a doodle, put it out there, and there was instant reactions that were coming in, people it was reaching. Do you think our generation, has a certain advantage?
We definitely do. This was not existing back in time. People used to struggle a lot just to have like a handful of people look at their work and see what they were doing. Right now, it is so easy. You just have to use the social media to reach to as many people as you can. If you're good, you're definitely gonna get the audience. You're definitely gonna get the eyeballs, and it's so much easier now. So basically, there are so many opportunities right now for anyone who wants to become an artist or who's just passionate about it to just show what they're doing to the world.
So what was your journey like? You started with putting out a doodle and it gained instant traction. And then where did you take it from there?
So honestly, since I never saw it happening, I did not have any plans for it. So it was a surprise for me when this was happening. I remember when I got my first 100 followers, I was so excited. I was telling all my friends that, look, this is happening and everything. But eventually that record broke, and very soon I hit the 1,000 mark. And then within a couple of months, I had like 10,000 followers on my Instagram accounts. So I was like totally, I wasn't sure what was happening. And I never really, because I also had another account of me, which I was using for, posting a lot of different sorts of artworks and photography that I used to do. So I never really saw that kind of traction happen, come to that particular account. But this was like booming crazily. So it was totally amazing, and I really thought that I should use this opportunity. And
you got the traction, and then you instantly started. So what was your first reaction? That I should put out more content, or was it that I need to improve on my existing content, or was it that I need to somehow get more followers? What was the instant first reaction that you had?
So honestly, if I have to tell you, the first few artworks was not posted on Metro Doodle. It was on my personal account, and it got featured by some like massive following pages with massive following. And I just went through the comments and saw people really appreciating what I was doing. So that's what made me make more of such artworks, because I knew that people are really enjoying what they're seeing over there. So I was like, maybe I should make more, and that's how Metro Doodle came into existence, because I did not want to post, because you know my main Instagram account had random stuff, so I was not really comfortable doing the same thing again and again. So I was like, maybe I should have a separate space for it, and I should I should make a separate handle and post everything over there and see where it goes, and it just did amazing.
So what was it like to become a media personality in a certain sense overnight? Because, it was one post which took you to, which spread the word around that there's Samar Khan who's a great artist. What was it like to, get that sort of traction overnight?
It was great, but the thing was that I was also an engineer, and that was a serious job. And this side, like I was creating monsters and aliens for social media, which was a little different than the person I was during the day. So when I saw the traction coming, I never really revealed my identity on social media, because I never really wanted my colleagues and my boss and people in my workspace to find out that I was making all these crazy creatures and these weird aliens around people. So for like a few months, I just ran it anonymously. I never really revealed my identity, and it also brought a surprising, a curiosity among the people that who is this person who is traveling the metro creating monsters around random people. And so that also really worked. I think it worked in my favor, because that also brought in a little bit of hype to it.
Okay, and before we let you go, because we've run out of time, I want to ask you one last question, Samar. How important is it to build your niche? Because you said that before you started doing Metro Doodles, you were also putting out photography and artwork that you were doing. So how important do you think has creating a niche been important for you? How has that worked out for you?
I think it is extremely important, because unless and until people will stumble upon your page and discover you on social media, but unless they know that what the piece of content that they really like from you, if they're going to see more of it, then obviously they're going to follow and they're going to stick around to your page. Like if you're putting out random stuff, no one can really know that what is the next thing that's going to come from you. So that's a really, really important thing. And having a niche is like the first step that every creator who wants to take it seriously has to do, and find for him or herself, and then take it forward from there.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Samar, for being with us, and more power to you. Keep doodling and keep bringing smiles to our faces.
Thank you so much.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.